Hey guys, Movie Fantasy 56 here, and today I'm going to talk about something a little different. I'm going to talk about a TV miniseries that was on CBS back in 2009, and it's one I really love. I was thinking about doing it for Halloween Horror Month because it is technically a horror miniseries, um, but we're going to talk about it because I know a lot of people never even heard of it, and or haven't seen it at all. It was on Netflix for a while, but I don't have Netflix, so I don't think it's on there anymore, but this is definitely one you guys need to check out, and it's called Harper's Island. Now, basically, sorry the case is a little messed up. I had to reprint the cover and it got all fucked up. Um, but basically, it's about this wedding party. This wedding party is going to this island where the bride grew up and the groom spent the summers there, and that's how they met. They wanted to get married on this island, but um, 7 years prior to that, this guy went on this rampage on this island, killed 6 people, hung them from a tree, and so they're having this wedding party, and meanwhile, all the guests are starting to get killed off one by one in some pretty brutal ways, and they don't know who to trust or where to turn. And that's basically the plot of this 13 episode miniseries that was on CBS back in 2009. It was just something that they needed to make to fill the schedule up, so it was never intended to go past beyond this like one season or whatever. Um, but like I said, it's one I really, really enjoy a lot. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there will not be any spoilers in here. But by the way, I will not spoil anything because I want you guys to go watch this for yourself. Trust me. And the plot may not sound all that interesting to some of you, but every time I pitch the idea to somebody, because I've shown this to a lot of people, and every time I pitch the idea, they're like, I don't know, man, that kind of sounds stupid. About 4 episodes in, they're hooked, and they need to watch the rest of it. So trust me on this. And I won't lie to you, the first like 3 episodes are a little boring. Not too much happens in the first 3 episodes. People die in the first 3 episodes. Uh, I think by the end of the third episode, like 5 people die. So, um, people die in here. Um, but yeah, now this show stars some people that you might recognize: Elaine Cassidy, and Katie Cassidy, which you guys know as Laurel from Arrow. She's in here. Christopher Gorham's in here. Matt Barr. If you guys ever seen Freddy vs. Jason, like the fat guy that was at the rave, and it's like, it's a rave, not a Halloween party. Why don't you go find yourself a pig to fuck? Yeah, that guy's in here. Um, you know, I call him Crazy Carl because I don't know the actor's name off the top of my head right now, but he was in like Desperate Housewives for a while. He's in Hostel Part 2. He's in the Friday the 13th remake. He's done a decent amount of horror stuff actually. The dad, Sam and Dean's dad from Supernatural, is in here. You get some pretty recognizable faces in here. Now, like I said, I absolutely love this miniseries. It's one I watch every couple months. Every couple months, I take like 12 hours out of my day, and I'm like, you know what? It's a day to watch Harper's Island. And like I said, not many people like the idea about it when you pitch it to somebody, but about 4 episodes in, they're like, dude, we need to watch the rest of it. And watching it with people after you've seen it, like you watch it and then show it to people, it's very, very fun because you know who did it, you know the why, but they don't. And so you're having fun, like, whoa, so who do you think it could be, man? And they're like, oh, I think it's this person because it's a great mystery. You don't know for sure who's doing it or why until, like, the final episode, until the very end. Everything's wrapped up neatly. Very, very, very nicely. Like I said, guys, it's a mini series you have to check out, especially if you're into like murder mystery type stuff, which I am for the most part. Some of them suck, but this is amazing, you guys, and I would highly recommend checking it out. Now, like I said, I won't be giving away any spoilers, but there are some cool deaths in here. There's one particular death. I think it's. Let me find out the exact episode it's in here for a second. Get my little insert here. Episode 11. Episode 11 out of 13. There's 13 episodes in here. Episode 11 has my all-time favorite death in the show, and I'm not going to say who it is or how they die or anything like that because I want you guys to see it for yourself. And yeah, it's that death is so beautiful and emotional, and I actually, I'm not going to lie, I cried during that death because it's episode 11. You got to know these characters by now. So you like, I'm telling you, pretty much everybody I've shown this to have liked this character. And the way that character dies is just so beautiful, and there's a great song in here. It's Letters from the Sky by Civil Twilight. Beautiful song to go with it. It's just a beautiful show. Lots of cool death. The characters are all likable for the most part. There's a couple dickheads in here, but they're supposed to be dickheads. You gotta have assholes in pretty much everything horror, because you don't want to root for them, and you think, oh, well, they're such an asshole. Maybe they're the killer. It's a very fun guessing game along the way, and there's a lot of twists and turns throughout the show. It's very, very good. Highly recommend checking it out. Like I said, I don't know if it's on Netflix anymore. I know a couple years ago it used to be. But you can find this on like Amazon.com. Go buy it. I don't think it's that much. Borders used to have it, but it was like $50 at Borders. And I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for it. So, but it's very, very good. Like I said, the characters are all likable. The deaths are pretty cool and brilliant. There's some stuff in here that you don't really see too often. Even for a television show, it's pretty brutal. Even though it was on television on CBS, actually. It's pretty brutal. Sorry about that, guys. This weather is messing me up. It'll be, decent temperature with some rain, and then it'll be freezing cold and ice the very next day. So this weather is just messing with me here. That's Ohio for you. But anyway, highly recommend checking out Harper's Island. I think you guys are really gonna dig it. I did, and like I said, you watch it for the first time. Watch it by your. This is how I would recommend watching it to get the full Harper's Island experience. Watch it by yourself first. Watch it by yourself. Get through the whole thing in your head. Say, I'm thinking it's this person because play the guessing game. And then by the time you get to the end, you find out the who and the why, and you see it end. Then pitch it to some friends. If they don't like the idea, say, trust me, you're going to dig it. Pop it in for them. Let them guess. Let them do the guessing game along the way. It's a lot of fun. I've shown this to many people, and I was one of only 5 people who watched it when it was actually on CBS, when it aired. Because I'm like... Because the promo and the trailer, I'm like, well, it looks interesting. I'll check it out. I usually give shows about a 3-episode shot, but the first 3 episodes, you're pretty much just getting to know the characters, and you're getting to know the island a little bit on the history of the island and what the island's like now, and you're getting to know these characters, and that's, the first 3 episodes, you're picking out characters you like, and characters you don't really like, and who you think could be the possible killer. And then by episode 4 is when it gets really dark and it gets more brutal from there. But yeah, like I said, by the end of the 3rd episode, 5 people die. So there are deaths in the first 3 episodes, but the first 3 episodes are a little dull and not much happens. But trust me, if you guys stick with it, it's a good experience. If you like murder mysteries, check out this little mini-series. I know you can find it on Amazon. You can check Netflix. I don't know if it's there or not. But definitely give this a shot. Highly recommend it. And I don't know if I would grade television shows, because I haven't really reviewed a television show yet. I mean, I've done some after shows, but, I do want to review Arrow Season 1 and 2. I want to review those overall seasons. I'm hopefully going to do my favorite show of all time, How I Met Your Mother. Eventually, at some point, I'll review each season of that. So I don't know if I would grade television shows, but if I was to grade television show. This is very cinematic. This is like a 12-hour movie, really. Um, it really is. It's a 12-hour horror mystery film. And so, yeah, highly underrated. Nobody talks about it. I don't think anybody's even heard of it or seen it. I was one of like the 5 people who watched it when it was on television. Um, but I would give Harper's Island a high A+. I really would, guys. Check out Harper's Island. I think you're gonna dig it. There's some cool songs in there. Thrown out, you get some great characters. You get a lot of jokes. Like there are some lighthearted moments where they're cracking some good jokes, and there are some pretty brutal moments right after that. So very, very good. Highly recommend checking out Harper's Island if you can find it. So yeah, guys, and if you guys have seen Harper's Island, please let me know down in the comment box if you have seen it and what did you think about it. But stay away from spoilers in the comment section on this one, guys. So if you guys have seen it, don't spoil anything in the comment section because this is something that I think people need to watch without any spoilers whatsoever. Yeah, it's that important to me. Harper's Island A+. Like I said, I like to watch this like every couple of months. I'll take 12 hours out of my day out, sit and watch the whole damn thing. I love this. High A+, Harper's Island. Check it out, and that's all I can say for today. I will see you guys in the next video.